That's your drink.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got the I've got a nice it's a beer called a McEwen's Champion Ale.
Oh, okay. I still got my Bud Light.
Bud Light, yeah, Bud
Yeah,
Light.
from,
And I've got a Lafroig.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta turn my other phone.
I'm going
down
to say
here.
if you can turn that one down, because otherwise you're going to
Yeah,
hear
'cause
you
it's-
and me.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
yeah, it's a little bit behind me.
It is, yes. No worries. No worries.
Okay.
At least we know it's working.
Yeah. Now, now I can see some people coming in.
Oh yes. Yep.
So we got
So,
11 people on here already.
I know.
Okay.
First things first, the disappointment of last Sunday.
It's unbelievable. I thought for sure with those Brady even gave us a chance through interceptions, and I Catnip. She threw 3 interceptions, and I thought for sure if we would have scored on either one of those, we would have had it.
I know. I thought it was really bizarre when Aaron Rodgers didn't try and run towards the end zone on one occasion. He had the field was open. He could have just ran forward.
He could have ran that in.
Yeah, and if not, he'd have got very close.
Yeah.
It seemed very bizarre. Particularly as.
And I really hate that when they try for 2 points and they don't make it. Why don't you just go for the point?
Yeah.
Make sure you got the point, and let's try for these 2 points, and
It's so hard to score the 6 points in the first place. Take the easy one. Don't take Yeah, exactly. You've got to put in the same amount of effort, and it's only worth 2 points. And the chances are you're not going to get it.
Yeah. Oh, there's Stacy. Okay, Stacy's on. You want to explain to her how you get that? How you get on here so you can get into the chat?
Yes. So are they watching the video at the moment?
Yeah, they're on. They're watching me and you talk, and she can get it, but she just can't sign into the chat.
So that you have to actually subscribe. You have to set up an account with YouTube. You have to have a Gmail email address.
Okay.
And once you've done that, once you've got because most people do have a Gmail address, then you can actually start subscribing to various channels, so that you get notifications about them, and that way you'll be able to come in and post comments.
Okay, I hope you got that, Dassey.
But it's you can't just although you can watch. For example, I might get a notification of somebody that posted a video, and I go to it, and you can watch it. But when you go to click the like button, it doesn't allow you to do it. You have to sign in.
Okay.
So I would imagine that's what's happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose it's easy to, what do they call it, armchair quarterback. But
it's really something now. Rogers was stating that he might be back next year. I think he's just saying that to stir up some, some chatter,
Yeah, I think he actually stated that it would be great to finish his career at Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, and with somebody like him, would you not want him around when whoever takes over from him is coming up and through the ranks? Have somebody like him to mentor.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to take over from.
Well, really, it's really not Aaron Rodgers' fault. I mean, it's
No.
We dropped some passes too, and he got it to him, and if the quarterback's right on and the guy the receiver's not there, I mean, it's not just the quarterback's fault,
Oh no, absolutely, and it was as you say, it was really a case of the Buccaneers came along. They won narrowly when they met at the start of the season. The Bucs basically hammered Green Bay. Green Bay went 10-0 up, and then it finished 35-10.
Yeah.
But
it was a lot better game, But
yeah.
We should have still won, but I mean, I still love him. I still love him.
Yes.
I love my Green Bay Packers.
And the Chicago Bears, they still suck.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they do. You got that song going too.
And so we wish obviously the Packers, the Buccaneers, all the best of luck in the Super Bowl against Kansas. But I suspect, like most people, you anticipate Kansas winning it a second year running.
Yes, I'm going to go for because I'm kind of sick and tired of Brady already. That's all Brady this, Brady that, and
Well,
yeah.
It's funny you mention that, because obviously with this case, Brady is huge, but a different Brady.
Yeah.
All the Brady violations by the state. That's going to be.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be.
The football team he is with. Yeah, you got caught for delayed football, or how do you delayed football? What? Who would want to do that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kicking off then with some more of what we did last week.
Okay.
We've got some more cars for Brendan. So Pete, if you can give us your expert opinion as to which one of these he's going to want to be seen in. Yep, first one up.
Oh, Sean Henry. I think KC will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for. They just asked me who was going to win, and I said, yeah, KC all the way.
Yep.
Look
at that! Isn't that cool? Look at how cool that is, eh?
Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the girl on
all the? I presume this is the owner of the car, but I'm not too sure who the actual owner is. Maybe
okay.
Becca Nash knows who the car is, but with all the stickers and everything, and excellent stuff. Do you want another one? I'll show you another one. Here we go. Oh, look at that! What do you think of that?
Oh,
do you think you'd like that one?
Look at that one. Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No, I can't see the front. I always look at the girl to see.
I know, it's a very, very rare beast. That is. This is a Jensen, but it's not the Jensen Interceptor, which has got it's got a 7.3 Chrysler engine in it. It's a British car, but with a I think it's a 6.7 or 7.3 engine. But this is actually a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and the only way you can tell, the only way you can tell it's a Jensen FF is because it's got these two grills at the side.
Oh, okay.
And it's a classic British sports car from the 60s.
And it's called Jensen?
A Jensen FF.
The only Jensen I'm familiar with is I had Jensen car speakers for my stereo. That's the only Jensen car stereo,
Yeah.
Just kidding around.
No. This is a it's NCJ 300G. G is going back to I'm going to say 1966, I think. It's G-Reg. G-Reg, awesome. I think.
What kind of engine was in that?
Pretty sure it's either it's around about a 7 litre. I think it's a V12 7-litre engine.
Okay.
Yeah. But these were supposed to be the top-notch sports car, because of course the 4-wheel drive was something unheard of. The FF stood for Ferguson 4, meaning a 4-wheel Ferguson 4-wheel drive system. Moving on swiftly on. Let's see what's next on the. Well, actually, we could close that one, couldn't we? Close that one.
Now says hi, everybody.
Now look at that. That's a cool car. What's this one?
Oh, hey, that's one of my favorites.
That's yours.
That's one of my favorites. Nova SF.
Yeah, I'm going to say, is that what that says at the front there? SS.
Yeah.
So is this is this a Dukes of Hazzard type car?
Not really. Dukes of Hazzard is a Mopar. This is a GM. If you know what the SF stands for?
I don't know what it stands. Is it Super Sport?
Yeah, you got it.
I think you told me last week. I think the obviously I'm getting a bit older, so the
yeah, I know it could be Super
yeah.
Sport. that means it's got between the regular ones. The SS has, probably with the stripes on it, or
Mm-hmm.
with the Super Sport, they add extra features on it.
Yeah, yeah. So you definitely think Brendan will be seen in one of these then at some point?
I don't know. Yeah, I talked to him on Tuesday. By the way, he likes those top-notch foreign cars. I
Yeah, you were
forgot.
saying.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the expensive, like the Rolls Royce kind of type stuff, and one of those real high expensive cars.
Now, any idea what this is?
Oh, isn't that one of those tour buses, like kind of stuff?
It is, but it's a specific tour bus. A very special tour bus.
Yeah, I can imagine what it's like being in one of those.
Well, you remember you were saying about how Brendan loves Harry Potter?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this is a bus made specially for Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, I just got it from Donna right now. That's the Harry Potter bus.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. That's
Hey,
the
thanks,
night
Don-
bus.
Thanks, Donna.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Dear, dear. Oh,
Well, I don't mean to
climb.
laugh. I'm just,
I know. And what on
You're
earth
funny.
is this? That's meant to be a car.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's an electric car. I think it's a prototype electric car.
Oh, electric car. Okay.
I don't know if I like the idea of the everybody being able to see everything of the driver. I don't know about that. Or maybe that's the door open, and when the door shuts, you can't see. I think this is a Mercedes-Benz prototype.
Oh, okay. Mercedes
Yeah.
Benz. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Okay,
that's
where
kind
are we
of
up
car,
to?
I think that's kind of like the car Brennan was talking, Mercedes Benz.
Aye, Mercedes. Aye.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Oh, look at that. What do you think of the size of that?
Wow. Isn't that one of those electric cars? I saw one of those the other morning going to work.
I think Brendan would need two of them, one for each foot, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I know. One for each leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's got long legs there.
How tall is he now?
Well, he's got me beat. I don't know. I think 6'2", something like that. Something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's even got me beat.
Yeah. And was he always quite tall as a child?
No, not really.
All right. So I mean, even 16, he was quite a big child, wasn't he? For 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a funny how a lot of people assume. I did that many years ago. I assumed that this lad that was he was 11, but he looked like a 16-year-old. And it was his mum that explained. That just because he's like a big lad, he's really quite emotional. So I was like, well, sorry, I didn't mean to sort of upset him. Any idea what this is then? It says Oklahoma.
I don't know. Some sort.
But I think it's a Volkswagen Transporter made into like a pickup truck, and I'm sure this is a jet engine.
Yeah, I can imagine how fast that baby is.
Yeah. As I say, these are all cars that people have sent into Cars for Brendan was I think was what it was called. So next, look at this. Look at this for a tour bus.
Oh, hey, yeah, that sucker's big.
I like how they've converted it in. That would be a good job for Carla. I reckon Carla could do that in a weekend. In fact, probably in like a day. She could have that done, couldn't she? Because she is so much into DIY and home stuff, isn't she?
Oh yeah. She's a natural.
Absolutely.
She could have her own show here.
I think so. Yeah, I think she should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to watch a show years ago. I forgot what it was called, but there was like a team. I don't know if you ever saw it there. They had to build a house like in 7 days.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I forgot what the name was, but it was an awesome show. Hey, there's an awesome car too.
This is a Jag. Mark II. This is the sort of Jag that my dad had when I was young.
Okay.
Not this colour, but this is the car he had. And I always remember, like years later, I was told by various people that apparently my dad used to, when my granddad had his own business in Evesham, he would go to Coventry every year and pick up a new Jag. And regularly my dad would go around Evesham driving it, aged 8, 9 and 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what size engine was in something like that?
Well, this is I think this is the 3.6, but you could get the V6 and the V12. But I think this will be the 3.6. But when my dad had one of these, he used to smoke Peter Stuyvesant.
Okay.
There's no cigarette lighter. You have to do it by you don't have a cigarette lighter, so you have to do it by just using a manual cigarette lighter, and it's got a bench.
So what year is this now?
Oh, this will be early 60s.
Okay, I was going to say 65. But
yeah, early 60s.
You can tell by the front lights or by the tail lights.
Yeah, and so inside there's just a bench seat. The front seat is just a bench going across the whole lot. Oh. And I remember I was sat next to my dad when I would have been about 4 or 5 years old, and we're driving along, and he starts getting his cigarette out, you see, and I'm sat next to him, and he starts trying to get the cigarette out and trying to light it, and he says, Paolo, because that's my real name, Paolo, just hold the steering wheel for me. So I'm holding on to the steering wheel as we're driving along, you see.
Yeah. And
I said, because he's messing about with his cigarette lighter and his stuff, I says, Dad, there's a bend coming, and do you know what he said to me?
What?
He said, turn the steering wheel then, Paolo, turn the steering wheel. He was that confident in just anybody being able to drive a car. It was just it stuck with me all these years.
Yeah. Hi, Sean.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Any idea what that is?
I don't know. I can make it some sort of sports car.
I think it's a BMW sports car, but I'm just wondering what sort of dog is that?
I don't know, a big mud hanging out.
Yeah.
Takes up the whole car.
Yep. How are we doing with the cars now? We've done that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's a Sportster for sure.
That's a Ferrari.
Yeah.
That's a Ferrari.
I think that's Brendan's style right there.
Yeah.
I don't know how he'd get his head in there. He'd have to crunch down pretty long. He'd have to get his body. You have to shape his body down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just one moment. Somebody at the door. Just be a sec.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Take your time.
Eunice, can you get that, please? Lovely. Yes. It's upstairs. On the side there. Sorry about that. It's everything's kicking off. This is a pretty smart car. It's a Rover. Oh, some call for Peter.
Yep. Sorry about that. I was trying to get rid of the phone noise here.
Yeah, no worries.
You know how that goes when you're on here. It doesn't ring all day, but when you try and schedule something,
yes,
and does that happen to you too?
Well, literally, just before I came down here, we ordered a Chinese takeaway, like a home delivery, and that's
Oh, okay,
them
cool.
knocking on the door trying to get in. So don't worry, Unisys attended to that. So yeah, this is a Rover. This is the Vitesse model, but I used to have two of these.
Okay.
I had two in quick succession. They're very nice. 3.5 litre. They've got the V6. Again, I think it's a Chevrolet engine in it.
Oh, really?
3.5 litre V6 Chevrolet engine.
Oh.
Of course, we go by 3.5 litres, but you're cubic inches, aren't you? So
Yeah.
3.5 litre doesn't really tell it. But it's a V8. It's an American V8 engine in it, even though it's a
Okay.
British car.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah, the
move
old
on.
saying. Yeah, the old saying. The new saying is like 5.0, but I like
Yeah.
the older saying, like in 70s. Like I had a 350 Buick or
Yeah.
327 Chevy. And, oh, there's a nice horse there.
What is that?
There's like a little hood scoop on the front.
Is it?
Is that a that almost looks like it's not quite a Camaro, is it?
But it's got this sort of thing on the side. What I can't make out what it says, but I like the pointy front.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool car.
Yeah, it is. About 6.
This, yeah, I know this is a Ferrari Daytona.
Okay.
That looks a bit bigger. That looks the ideal size for Brendan.
Kind of reminds me of a Camaro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a Ferrari. Okay. Nearly done with the cars. This is what he wants. This is a big Audi, a big
Oh,
SUV
that's what
Audi.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Something you can get into.
Yeah. This is a Q7.
I don't know, for some reason I can't see Brendan getting into a, what did he call those, a smart car?
No. Yeah, as you say, one for each leg.
I saw one of those going to work yesterday. It's like, Chris, dude, the car's only half the size of me.
Yeah.
I ended up passing it going to work. Oh my God, them things are small. I bet you they're good, but I mean, I don't know if you get in a wreck. I don't know. Oh, there's an Aldi.
That is one of the big concerns, isn't it? That you've when you've got these smaller cars, you've not got the protection around you, have you? You know.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, that's a pretty cool car. But as I said, we've saved the best till last. Here's the coolest car of the lot.
Yeah, like
Any idea what car this is?
Oh no, I don't say. Hey, where'd you dig that one up from? Yeah, that's.
No. Did you not say we've got to look at the front to try and figure out what it is?
You know what my boss calls that?
Nah.
The grocery getter.
Yes.
Yeah, grocery getter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine, of course.
Of course it is. It's got DASSY. And what sort of car is this? Is it what model is this? Make and model is this?
That's a 2000. Well, I had a 2003, but unfortunately a deer came in front of me. And smashed. So I got a 2008. That's a Saturn View. When you get into it, you got the View when you go. It's all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it because it's up off the ground. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to dig low to get in it. I mean, it's nice and I love it.
Yeah. And so
6-cylinder.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. So you were saying that you had a chat with Brendan during the week there.
Yeah. He says hi to everybody, and he wishes the COVID thing was gone, so we can go back up and visit him again. And he misses playing Shampoo and all those card games with us. I don't even know if you know what Shampoo is, but.
Well, yeah, I think we discussed the card games, and I was of the opinion that I'm probably best leaving the card games to the card sharks.
Okay,
and,
yeah. I feel the same way, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, having done his high school diploma, how long ago was it that Brendan did that? Was it a few years back?
Yeah. He graduated from, I think when he was at Portage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so happy for him.
Yeah.
I know he could do it. I mean, he just he's just like me. I graduated from high school too, but it just took me an extra year because I stayed back a year. But like we're slow learners, but we get it. It's just that we don't get it that, like if you do a test, you'd probably be done in a half an hour. It would probably take me an hour, but I'd still get it. It just takes me longer, Yeah. So is your site upstairs or downstairs?
Is my
Your room where you're talking from? Are you up?
So the house we're in is on 3 levels. It's
Okay.
it's what we call a townhouse. So
Okay.
downstairs, on the same level as me, is the garage, which isn't a garage anymore because we've put like a proper patio door at the front, and it's really just a storage at the moment. But the idea would be to get it soundproofed and fit it up as a studio where I can even do recording at some point in the future.
Hi,
So I've got
O'Brien.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I've got this.
I'm in the basement in my
Yeah.
in my thing. That's why I was got a thing on because it's cold. I'm surrounded by bricks here, so it's
Yeah.
actually the temperature is 57 down here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's no. We've got upstairs is where the kitchen and the dining room and the lounge is, and then the
Okay.
bedrooms are upstairs. But I'm downstairs in a big room downstairs, which in some people they convert it into just a living area. But for me, it's ideal for pupils to come. So I've got my own music room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a house here. It was a 2-family. We made it into one.
Yeah.
There was a kitchen and everything upstairs, so we ripped it out. We made all the bedrooms up there. We got 2 full baths and a half, and then the bedrooms are upstairs. The main floor is the kitchen and a TV room and that. And then downstairs we got 3 parts. First room is the laundry room. Second room is Dassey radio and company, and then here I got a side room. I call myself what do you call it?
Man
getaway.
cave. Man cave.
Yeah.
And have you got a special little closet for Laurie to play on her iPad? Her games on the iPad. Has she got a little closet somewhere?
Yeah, she does that in the living room upstairs.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've got plenty room then in the house.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
Laurie's older son, he said that we should sell it and get something smaller, but I don't want to because when somebody spends the night, I mean, you got a couple people staying over, your house is taken up, so we like it. I mean, sometimes the grandkids like to spend the night and they got their own room and their videos they watch, and we just love it,
Yeah. Is that Jason? Have I got that right?
Yeah, Jason is our oldest boy.
Yeah. How old is he now then?
Oh, I'd say I don't know. I don't know. I want to say 35. I don't know, something between in the 30s, late 30s, or something like that. Yeah. He works for Vinton Construction.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a construction job.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one other thing I wanted to share with you today, and that was an article by the Innocence Project. Because we know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they obviously they beat the Packers, so they go through to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'll just quickly read through this article. It won't take very long. It's just a very quick article. And what it's saying is that it's a thing that they send out to people, So it's addressed to me, but it's really addressed to everybody, Last year, Robert Dubois was exonerated after spending nearly 37 years in prison for a rape and murder of a woman in Florida, a crime he didn't commit, which obviously we've heard plenty of that. Robert lost decades of his life due to a wrongful conviction based on the pseudoscience of bite mark comparison and an unreliable jailhouse informant testimony. But Florida's exonerate compensation law has unfair barriers that exclude him and other innocent people from getting the justice they deserve. That's right. Because of past unrelated minor offences, Robert is ineligible for compensation after spending nearly 4 decades in prison, including 3 years on death row for something he didn't do. Florida state lawmakers can fix the exoneree compensation law this year by passing House Bill 589. There's Robert Dubois at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium. We'll bring it down. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of course, who are heading to the Super Bowl next month, heard about Robert's story and wanted to help amplify it. So NFL 360 produced a powerful short segment highlighting Florida's broken system through Robert's case. Check it out and then spread the word. So I thought that was pretty good of the the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get together and do something like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Donna, we do got a spare room for Brendan if he wants to spend some time here. She's got on here. You need a spare room for Brendan. Yes, we've been all over that already. So.
You stay in put. I tell you. So I'm just going to finish this off. Florida's law is the only one in the country that bars exonerees with unrelated convictions from being compensated for the years they lost to wrongful imprisonment. It needs to be fixed so that people like Robert, who have been robbed of their freedoms and a chance to build a career and family, are included. With gratitude, the Innocence Project. If you'd like to help Robert rebuild his life, you can do that by making a donation to his mighty cause right now. Watch now. I will post the link to this in the description below the video so that anybody can go and watch that later.
And it's happening to more people, because when I used to go and talk to Brendan, he says there's people up by him right now that got in there on the same thing he did. They got in trouble for doing something that they didn't do. Mm-hmm. So it's happening to more than Brendan,
I think in the feeling within the community would be that there are a lot of people who are wrongfully convicted. Sometimes it was just a case of they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes it's just a case of sloppiness on behalf of investigators. We do know that, for example, a lot of investigators, your Wiegerts and your Fassbenders, most times they consider themselves to be some sort of human lie detector, that they can tell when somebody's telling the truth when they're absolutely hopeless at it. But for me, I think with Stephen Brendan, I think it's more sinister than that. I don't think this was accidental. In fact, I'm bloody sure it wasn't accidental. I'm sure it was all to do with getting rid of Steve's alibi, and the best way of doing that.
Yeah.
They tried to go after Jody, and she told them where to go. It's interesting. I'm reading a book at the moment by Michael Ciccini, and he talks about the way that obviously Brendan had no experience whatsoever with policemen and stuff, and the cops and the interrogators, and the sort of tricks they try and play. When they're trying to do that with Stephen, it's like, he knows he's innocent, and he just rebuts everything. He just makes them look complete idiots when they're trying to tell him that we know that you did it, and we know that it might have been because you had these 18 years where you didn't do it. You're in there for something you didn't do. But anyway, let's
makes me sick.
Yeah. Let's just finish up then. I'm not going to keep you too long today. I just want to finish up by saying that in a few minutes, maybe about 20 minutes, I think most of you know about the Foul Play channel, the Discord channel, the Foul Play channel. So they're doing another section of Ken Kratz's book, and I caught some of it live last week. I'll be going and listening to some of it this week. It's really good. He Dr. Silkman, that is, and some of the other members of Foul Play, they go over what's going on. What Ken Kratz wrote in his book. I doubt whether you've ever come across Ken Kratz's book. You've maybe heard about it though.
I don't
Yeah.
waste my time. If I look at it, it'd probably get me mad anyway. So I just
Oh, it did.
whatever he wants to do, that's his business.
I think Sandy Greenman told me that, or she said somewhere that she read like 2 or 3 chapters and she had to throw it out. It was just ridiculous. You know.
He's just I mean, I'm sorry, but he's just an ass in the Oswaldy.
And unfortunately, he at the moment he's gotten away with what he's done. But obviously.
Down to the toilet roll. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably good for lighting the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have a star once in a while. An asshole tries to be a star, but no, I don't have any use for either one of those guys. But if they want to do a buck and tell their own side, that's fine. But as long as we got the Dassey Nation and everybody on here knowing the right story versus the wrong story, that's all that counts in my book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's. I hope that it won't be too long now before we do start to get some good news from the Court of Appeals. And who knows?
Brendan, before I hung up with him, let us know if you heard anything. This quiet suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that again a lot of people are getting excited about the fact that there's a new president, a new government. My only warning to that would be that when you look at AEDPA, which is the big problem in Brendan's case, it was it was Clinton's government that brought that in. So I don't think there's. Well, let's put it this way. For me, I think that Stephen Brendan's case, they sort of far surpass, sort of political allegiance. There's no place for the, being, it transcends, shall we say, the political arguments.
Yeah.
We hope that Governor Evers is somebody's determined to get hold of you, Pete. You're gonna have to answer that phone at some point.
I thought that was you calling me.
It's not me. It's not.
Okay.
Somebody's trying to get hold of you.
I like Dark Side of the Moon's comment here. Kratz Books of Lies.
Yeah.
No, that's a call to my wife. She's down and out with I guess she got tested for the COVID thing and she's got it. So she's kind of down and out. Yeah, she's kind of down and out right now. So.
Well, you better get to and take care of her and look after her and do all the pampering because my God,
that's just the way our luck is here.
I mean, does that woman deserve it?
Yeah.
You looking after him, you looking after her. I mean,
Yeah, when you're down and out, I've been doing a lot of things for her, so.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah. So.
Okay, Pete, I'm going to say cheerio, and so you can attend to Laurie and...
okay, well, it's really great having me on the show again. And,
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's great seeing you again. So, hey, how's Mark doing, by the way? I haven't talked to him
I spoke to him yesterday and today, so yeah, he's doing really well. And he's got a little thing in the pipeline which hopefully will be rolling out on Monday.
He used to come down every so often to visit Steve, and and then he was in the area, so we got to talk to him for a while.
That's right. Yeah, he was saying that you invited him to a barbecue, and like I said to you, and I said to you last week, I get very anxious when I hear about Avery's and Dassey's lighting fires in their back gardens because you've no idea what the trouble the trouble you cause when you do that.
No, this was a
barbecue
fire. I mean, it was well supervised for him. He even got to taste the fudgy pie, and we made some s'mores, and made some s'mores, and we had some what do you call those white things there? Marshmallows.
Oh yes, yeah.
So. No, the fire was okay. It wasn't that high either. It was only a little one.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, definitely. I think we would all echo this. Pete, tell her to get well soon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's from, Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I will, yeah. She's probably still sleeping, but sleep, when you're not feeling good, sleeping is the best medicine, you know?
Yeah.
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 And we even showed Mark how, if, you throw junk tree lights in the garbage, it turns all different colors.
Yeah.
I mean, in the fire, you ever see that?
No. Listen. I don't mess about with fire. I don't.
Okay.
I hate. I don't know. Does anybody ever light candles in the house?
No, not here.
No. My wife did a few years back. Nearly killed me off. Set fire to the lounge.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was really ill with flu at the time, and I tell you, for a week, the smoke inhalation, because I ended up having to be, because she was just shrieking, she was just like panic struck, the ironing board was going up in flames, and so I rushed in and got various towels and wet them and put them on and turned the thing over and got all the fire out. But I mean, I was like really ill at the time. But it's just like panic cuts in, and
yeah.
So no, I've always been very much against the old lighting of fires.
Oh, yeah, I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, Pete, go and look after Laurie.
Okay.
Everybody else, head over to Foul Play, which will be starting in about 15 minutes time. Anybody wants to read this thing about the Tampa Bay Bucks, I'll put the link in the description below, and we'll see you same time next week, Pete.
Okay, hey, and thanks for everybody for being on here, and I like everybody's comments, and okay, we'll take and talk to you next week.
Cheers. Bye for now.
Cheerio.